The
to be here for Mascot Mania. All fans in attendance will receive.
Clark, having a deep rotation, a strong bench, sure helps a team in so many ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I think it allows you to keep constant pressure on the opposition when you have a deep bench that's capable. It just puts a lot of pressure on the opponent. And it also keeps your guys fresh and engaged. Not just fresh physically, but engaged mentally as well.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Bledsoe is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Jabari Parker. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Henson in at the 5 spot. Milwaukee on D. And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. The feed now to Gobert. Here's Mitchell. Gobert with a screen on Middleton. Back to Gobert. And Henson pulls it down.
And I think all the credit goes to the defense there, Kevin. Exceptional job getting the shooter to rush that layup.
Parker dishes to Antetokounmpo. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Back to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks miss again.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
And Henson pulls it down. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game.
Oh, my goodness!
That is breathtaking.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment.
And, guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Yeah, and you know it, Greg. Oftentimes you get that first one to drop and your confidence rises like yeast. It's good to get into a rhythm at the start of the game, no doubt.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
And the foul on John Henson. That's his first foul.
And you can live with those over-the-back calls sometimes because at least it's an effort play.
Well, you still got to know the situation and be aware. I mean, he wasn't getting to that ball. Best to not get out of control and pick up that foul.
Mitchell passes to Rubio. From outside the arc, it drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Well, you look at the Bucks' offense, and they were very hard to stop when they got going. Near the top of the league in effective field goal percentage, which is a huge statistic. They did so despite not taking many three-pointers compared to the other top teams.
Yeah, you think about it. They led the league in how many of their threes were assisted on, Kevin. About 90% of them. And while they would look to the three-point shot, it was the result of ball movement, which often led to a good look. Still, their first look, though, back to that effective field goal percentage, was to get the ball inside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Zeller, he's checked in for Henson. Jennings comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Terry in for Eric Bledsoe. And it goes down 2 points. Terry's got his first 2 points.
And the vision of the Greek Freak easily spotting his wide-open teammates thanks to that height of his.
Rubio with a wide-open look. The three-pointer no good. Bucks trail by 5. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Out to the right wing. Here's Mitchell. Off target from outside. Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Boy, he's holding his team back. Really a hindrance. Can't make a thing. He's way off today.
Milwaukee has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Jennings kicks to Antetokounmpo. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings.
Hey, that's exactly what they want Jennings to do out there. He's clever, and he's a guy who knows how to set up his teammates flawlessly.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Kicks it out to Rubio. And the three off target. Bucks trail by 3.
And Utah adding another terrific defender this summer, trading for point guard Ricky Rubio. Rubio on a bargain contract the next 2 years. A nice move by the Jazz's front office.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And another thing with Rubio, the Jazz love to score with the pass. Few better playmakers in the league than Double R. Some might harp on his shooting, but he's a quality starting point guard.
Utah has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Zeller setting the pick for Antetokounmpo. Up off the screen, and the jam by Tyler Zeller.
And Antetokounmpo is a fantastic player, folks. I mean, he's got ridiculous vision, excellent size and length, and just a superb passer.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And Parker comes with the help, feeds to Ingles, and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
He just threw that possession away. Hopefully he learns from that and doesn't make the same mistake again.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. They set the screen. It's Jennings with the drive. Count the basket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 9. Lets it go. No good off the back of the rim.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
And the foul on Jason Terry. That's his first foul. 17 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bucks lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Bucks.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Clark, most great defenders are at the forward positions in the league right now.
Yeah, they are, and I tell you what, boy, you talk about Klay Thompson shooting, but defensively, he is actually, he's an instructional video, what he does defensively. He's strong, he's smart, he's disciplined, and he has tremendous lateral quickness. I don't know if there's a better defender at the wing position than Klay Thompson. I know Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is in the conversation, Tony Allen, but Klay Thompson gets my #1 vote.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks, they've got Chris Middleton, John Henson out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Parker in at the 3.
Antetokounmpo has the complete and total trust of his teammates. A real Swiss Army knife, a versatile guy. Does everything and anything that needs to be done with the basketball in his hand.
The dish to Bledsoe. Henson, a screen on Rubio. There's the pass to Henson. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo, and so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. It's Parker with the drive. Middleton outside. Just 4 to shoot. And the 3 ball is good.
Presence of mind, really important. You know, this game is more mental than physical. And Middleton is a guy who stays in the moment. He's exceptional at knocking down a good shot off a good pass.
Favors dishes to Mitchell. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
Here's Henson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint.
Talk about bringing the heat, the thunder, and the lightning on that pound. And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Most fans know Ricky Rubio, the point guard out of Spain, as an incredible playmaker, which he is. But Clark, he's also one of the best on-ball defenders as a point guard in the NBA. Just a great defensive talent.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's improved in that area as much as anybody could have ever expected him to, Kevin. He has long arms, so he's got that excellent reach. He can bother shots. He can come for rear view blocks from behind with that length. I mean, he's got nice lateral movement and good instincts, too.
Wilson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Jennings comes in for Jabari Parker.
Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
To the middle, Wilson. And no good that time. Great D that time from Favors. Here's Mitchell. He's got 9. Gobert, the screen. And Favors kicks to Mitchell. No good on the triple. Milwaukee leading by 5. And it's Middleton penetrating. Banked in off the glass. Middleton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Utah shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season. And the thing that really sticks out when you look at Derek Favors, his defensive versatility. You know, he can guard the 4s or the 5s on the inside or out. And to have a player like that allows your team to excel.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Udo's checked in for Gobert. Urebko comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Dante Exum in for Ricky Rubio. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Jazz making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Jason Terry is checked in for the Bucks. Pass to Zeller. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Back to Zeller. Terry outside. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Mitchell. Another miss by Utah. And despite Favors' size and strength, he really moves his feet well.
And that's tremendously valuable in today's NBA. The ability to stay in front of smaller men in switches and pick and rolls. He has terrific lateral mobility.
Mitchell kicks to Crowder. Buries the long-range jumper. Crowder's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Milwaukee leading by 4, and it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Got a hand on it. Here's Mitchell, defended by Middleton. pass to Urebko. He feeds it to Exum. Three-pointer, Crowder. Milwaukee with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And the Utah Jazz back in 2014, the worst defensive team in the league by points per possession. Greg, it's been a dramatic turnaround.
And one of the premier defensive teams now in our league in terms of their imposing paint presence. Not a team that gambles for steals or deflections. They keep you in front and force you to play over the top.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
And the Jazz with some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Yuta. Favors comes in for Urebko. And it's Joe Ingles in for Dante Exum. And then for Milwaukee, Tony Snell comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Jennings in for Jason Terry. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
51 seconds left here in the second. Here's Mitchell. Another miss by Utah.
The tough shots aren't going down for him right now, but neither are the easy ones. I mean, he's got to find the rhythm somehow.
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
And, you know, that pass wasn't deflected or anything, Kevin. Don't see that often. An unfortunate, unforced turnover.
Outside Crowder. The Jazz working the ball around now. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And as Milwaukee continues to invest in the Bucks and this whole franchise, the upcoming stadium just one part of the equation. The team also starting their first year with an exclusive G League team.
Well, and that team is out in Oshkosh, Kevin, and should act as a really good resource for developing young players for the Bucks. I mean, a lot of teams have followed this trend, and the Bucks, they went from plan to action very quickly with that.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. John Henson's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Chris Middleton comes in for Tony Snell. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Brandon Jennings. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Shots good by Middleton.
Boy, I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Got it off in time. And so that's the end of the first half. The Bucks on top. They lead by 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. During one stretch, they trailed by 7, never falling behind too far. In the second quarter, they were easily the better team. The points started coming for them in bunches, and that is just about going to wrap it.
Welcome back, everyone, to Salt Lake City, Utah. That's the state capital right here in Utah. Really a sight to see when you get that kind of perspective from above. Bucks leading by 6. Ingles at small forward with Favors at the 4. Mitchell is out there with Ricky Rubio, and it's Gobert in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the group right now for Utah. Now here's Henson. 5 to shoot. That's short off the rim. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. And Clark, when you look around the league today, is there a player that you watched and think, hey, yeah, that reminds me of how I used to play?
There are a number of guys that come to mind. A little bit. Tobias Harris is an outstanding player, terrific young player and young man. Has a game similar to mine in that he's really versatile, does a lot of things well, not super flashy, but very productive. He comes to mind right off the top of my head currently.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
You know, there's a lot to like about Giannis and what he does on the floor. And you've got to take notice of his defense, even though he's terrific offensively as well. Incredible length and size. Really lets him match up with anybody. He actually erases a lot of mistakes from the weak side with his shot blocking ability, too.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. In most advanced metrics last season, Ed, Giannis is one of the top defenders at his position. The stats back it up, Clark, and he certainly passes the eye test.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, what impresses me is he's ubiquitous. I mean, this guy seems to be everywhere at the same time. He makes plays in the paint. He's a rim protector. He can guard on the perimeter some. Man, he just covers a lot of ground defensively.
Gobert with the block for the lead. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
For Utah, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. That one is off.
And the Utah Jazz, historically, they've always been one of the better franchises in the NBA. And it was nice to see them back in the playoffs in 2017 after that 4-year rebuilding phase. It tied their longest playoff drought since the team moved to Utah.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
On the wing, Jason Terry, covered by Rubio. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Gobert with the block.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And this Jazz organization operating in a small market, but over the years, so competitive.
Yeah, you know, and a lot of times teams want to take shortcuts to contention. The Jazz know they're not going to win the free agent bidding wars. So that creates a kind of discipline that they're looking to build from within.
Here's Mitchell. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Out to Parker. Looking to end the drought. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And I like his muscular body. This guy is able to body up defenders and still get the shot that he wants. He's excellent at finishing through contact.
And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Dishes it to Mitchell. Nice ball movement by Utah. On the wing, Ingles for the lead. Good on the triple. Mitchell's got 9 points in the quarter.
Tell you what, the defense has to be kicking themselves. Just a step late there, and the shooter made them pay for it.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. going with an almost entirely new group here. Udo's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Jerebko comes in for Derek Favors. Crowder, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Dante Exum in for Mitchell. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Zeller, he's checked in for Henson. Muhammad comes in for Antetokounmpo. Tony Snell's checked in for Jabari Parker. And it's Jennings in for Chris Middleton.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
To the left side wing. Rubio, the pass to Crowder. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 5th assist in this one.
And when you look at Jay Crowder, he kind of bridges that gap between role player / star player. The numbers might not wow you, but his tough play at both ends of the court is extremely valuable.
And the shot goes in.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Passes it to Exum, trying his luck deep. That shot missing, so Milwaukee will take it the other way. And Greg, wouldn't you agree, Crowder clearly one of the best in the NBA in defending?
Without question. I mean, this guy guards 3 positions every night. And the combination of strength, quick feet, and then the quick hands make him a problem.
Boy, the thick body and explosiveness of Muhammad makes him a hard guy not to foul.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. I just love what Muhammad can do, Clark, for a team coming off the bench. Always looks to attack the basket, and when he is locked in, can function as one of the better 6 men in the league.
Yeah, you know, for some guys, Kevin, being a rotational player off the bench is a hand-in-glove fit. And I think Muhammad falls into that category. I mean, you can give him a start if you needed to. He's not the best defender, but you love what he brings on offense, particularly if he's coming off the bench. Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
And here is Muhammad. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks lead by 4. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. And Utah has possession. 4-point game, setting the floor for the Bucks. Jabari Parker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's John Henson. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1 spot. Here's Mitchell. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Mitchell's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Utah. Timeout called, the Bucks. And Clark, is a Midwest guy, you grew up watching your teams go up against the Bucks, and even as a player, you faced off against them more than your fair share. When you think about the history of the Milwaukee Bucks, who leaves an imprint on your mind for how they helped that franchise?
Well, guys that I actually played against, Sid Moncrief would be at the top of the list because he was so integral to the Bucks' success. Really good at both ends of the floor, a leader. I didn't have to guard him, but I played against those really good Bucks teams in the early, mid-'80s, and he was a big part of that.
Crowder, he's checked in for Utah. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Milwaukee. Bledsoe comes in for Jason Terry. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened to what the head coach from Milwaukee was getting across to his team in the huddle. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee on D. They lead by 1. And Rubio kicks to Crowder. Clock at 6. Right wing. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And he makes good on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 3. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Kept alive, and Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Here's Rubio. Off the mark and a bad shot there.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-arounds.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one he shouldn't even think about taking.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And guys, it was just announced last season that the Jazz had transferred the team's ownership to a legacy trust intended to keep the team in Utah for generations to come. Apparently the move is a first of its kind in major North American pro sports.
And some changes here for the Bucks. John Henson comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Brown in for Jabari Parker. Bucks leading by 3. Bledsoe outside. He kicks to Muhammad. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Mitchell. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Greg, you look at the Jazz, that legacy trust means that all profits are reinvested right back into the team.
I mean, a tremendous move, recognizing that the team belongs to Utah and the people of Salt Lake City. This is truly a community asset.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Down low. And Muhammad the bucket on the assist by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 3 assists now in this one. Crowder tries again. Stolen by Henson. Now Muhammad. The feed to Brown. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Off target from outside.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times in a close game. Hustle plays can really make the difference.
Gobert with the block. Favors attacking. Good work there as it goes.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size. He got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it, Kevin and Greg. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Bledsoe. Henson dishes to Middleton. .143 left to play here in the 4th. Feeds it to Henson. Middleton the pass to Henson. A second chance effort. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Man, I like seeing Henson nail these shots. A confident player who's ready to shoot in any and all situations.
Favors with the screen. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up.
And you know, guys, when you watch Rubio, he's one of the most hyped international prospects ever. And scouts were right about his ability to manage the game.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
Utah trailing here. And there's the call on Shabazz Muhammad. That is his first foul of the game. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Crowder. The Bucks also changing it up. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. Jabari Parker comes in for Brown. And it's Terry in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Mitchell. Out to the right wing. Gobert, the screen. Goes up with the stripe. And it's Mitchell missing.
That's good offense. The shot didn't go down, but they'll live with that.
Rubio against Terry. Here's Henson. Money!
And this atmosphere is bananas.
Electric in here. I mean, that was a tremendous shot, but this crowd all over it, turned up.
And the Jazz call time here. They're behind by 3. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field. And a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. The big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
Another miss by Utah. And the Bucks with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Man, I like the composure that Parker plays with, especially when the game is tight and close. He demonstrates once again he's not afraid to take the clutch shot.
Nails it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
And, you know, this is the time to do it. Sinking triple after triple. And it ends up becoming contagious.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And the Jazz call time here. They trail by 3. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last few years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but, you know, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure, so I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.